So in this video, we will learn about how to attach dead letter queues to Lambda function. So before jumping on to the demo of how do we do that, let's first understand why do we need dead letter queues. We need dead letter queues to send off data or messages when they are not being processed by the resources, for example, Lambda or SQS or SNS. So we send on such messages which are there in the pool, or which are not being consumed properly, or which are not being executed by the resources, and then we send off these messages to the queue which we set for dead letter queue, called as for sending the dead messages. So then we can then we can debug what went wrong with that particular message. So it basically helps in debugging later, as in to find out what went wrong. So we can attach dead letter queue to our lambda function like we do in case of SNS and SQS. So for attaching dead letter queue, we have to scroll down to this level, and come on to this section called as asynchronous invocation, because that sending message to SQS uh, comes under asynchronous sending of messages. Then here I would send my SQS queue for receiving the dead letter messages, sorry, dead messages. I have two queues set which I use in the last video for explaining the destination feature. Either I can use one of these queues, or I can go on and create a separate queue for this demo. So I'll go on and create a separate queue for this demo. So demo dl lambda dlq, and I'll keep everything as default. If you guys again are aware of not are not aware of the terminology and the basic concepts of SQS, I have created a separate tutorial for that. You guys can go and check out that. So my queue is ready for receiving the dead messages. I'll go on refresh this section, and no, I can't see my newly queue created here. Now I can, and I'll save it. Now I have received this message that execution role doesn't have the permission. So the execution role of my lambda function doesn't have the app permission for sending of messages to this queue. So I'll go on and go on to my lambda function and go to my execution role, and either I can set permission. See, I now I'll go and check out this permission I have to my lambda function. um, so we can check out that we don't have app permission for sending of the message. We have permission for receiving and deleting and messages from SQS, but we don't. So we can check out, and we have other permission, but we don't have the permission to send messages. So I'll attach one policy of SQS. I'll go with this policy for now, for having this demo as short as possible. So my lambda execution role has all the permission of sending messages to SQS. I'll go again to that window where I was saving the settings, and I'll save it. I am successfully able to save this message. Now I've set this queue as demo lambda DLQ to receive the dead messages. Here I have to set the retry attempts as the number of times my lambda function would retry when the function would receive an error. So I have set it to 0, but for this demo let's set it to 1. And then coming on to the definition of my function, I am raising an exception, which means my this function would definitely throw an error that something went wrong. I'll test it. Cool, it works. I'll go again, since my lambda function is integrated with S3 for receiving the messages whenever anything gets uploaded onto my S3. So I'll go to my S3, click onto the S3, and I'll go to this S3, and again I'll upload one image, I'll use this image to delete first and re-upload again because this image is short. So click on upload, add the image. Size of this image is 1 KB. That is why I use this image to re-upload again and again. Okay, so this has been uploaded, and I'll go to this. Wait for a while. So go to my function and let's see if we have received anything. Okay, again the same image, we have received anything inside our dead letter queue. No, we have not. So we have to wait for a while, uh, because our lambda function would retry again for sending the messages to the delta queue. We have set the attempt number to 1. So okay. So actually this is asynchronous request, that is why we have to wait for a while. Let's wait for a while. So we actually have to wait for 3 seconds, 3 minutes, because this is a asynchronous request, and our lambda function would retry again on receiving an error. So we have set, as you guys remember, the number of retry to 1. So my lambda function again retried because it received an error at first. So now I can see this one message is available in my dead letter queue. I'll go to my message and poll for it for receiving or debugging more on what went wrong with that particular data. I'll go to my body and see that something has been uploaded onto S3, this file, and I can debug later, debug more on what went wrong. So this is the concept of dead letter queue. In the coming videos, we would explore more about the configuration of or settings of basic settings of lambda, like what is timeout, what is this memory, and what all these features are. So okay, thank you for this video.